What's up guys, RETROCENGO here, back with another video. Now this video is gonna be the ultimate Iron Fist Tournament Amiga 4000 video. We're gonna take an inside look at the Amiga 4000. We're gonna dissect the computer. We're gonna look at our childhood dream machine. The computer we all wanted, the computer we all loved. I couldn't afford it, but now I have it and I am just in love with the Amiga 4000. The Amiga is as magical for me as it was back in the 90s. So we're gonna look at the revision B motherboard. We're gonna dissect it. We're gonna take it all apart. We're gonna use this video as some sort of Wikipedia to when you buy another Amiga 4000, then you can just compared to the ones in this video. We're gonna unbox a Amiga 4000 revision D CR model, the cost reduced board. I love the revision D, and we're gonna make an unboxing video in this video. This is gonna be a long ass video, guys. It's not gonna be in small parts. My other YouTube friends, they always tell me, don't do it like that, just cut them up in 2, 3, 4 parts. You will get much more views and all that, but I don't care about that. This is gonna be a long ass video, so just relax, lay back on your sofa, take something nice to drink. If you're over 30, take a cold beer and enjoy this one, because it's not only Amiga 4000. We'll also take a short look at the Amiga 3000, some repair about after some battery damage, and we're gonna look at, of course, an Amiga 4000 also, some repair that has been done, not only by me, but I have got a lot of help. But yeah, we have saved a few of these Amiga 4000s, and it's just so nice. Also, we're gonna take a look at the Cyberstorm accelerator card, just a quick look, but we're gonna mash everything together. Now, in a minute, I'm gonna show you some pictures. Now, this is just, these pictures you're gonna look at, they're not meant to, they weren't taken for this video. It was not planned, no, nothing. Well, this video is not planned, or yeah, I just it just comes along, guys. So through this Amiga hobby, I got a lot of friends, but this friend that I have got help with repair these two Amigas that you see in this video. First, it was just a few pictures with Amiga 500s and vampire cards. I love this hobby. Yeah, I do too, and we live close together by, and it just started like that. You can see them on the pictures, and then it just exploded with I repaired this, I did that, and I upgraded this, and then just a friendship occurred. And these pictures we're gonna look at now, some of them are pretty nasty because of the battery juice, but let me be honest, guys, this is not scripted, no nothing. And I just copied all the pictures we had. And for this video, I mean, there were just so many. I just held down the control button, then I just clicked on every third picture, and it just, and I just uploaded them here. So let's just look at the pictures together and listen to some music so you can see how it went along. Alright, let's just take a look at these pictures. Now, the pictures are just gonna slide in the background. I mean, not in not in a particular order or nothing. I mean, this is just to show you guys the pictures that we just sent each other. Sometimes I got a picture. I mean, this repair happened at late night, and then we talked about what to do and gave each other ideas. And if you look at some of the pictures, then they have, when I got a picture, then I just made a red dot and sent it back and forth and all that. So they're not in order. I just want to give you an idea with these pictures running in the background, because after this we're gonna film the motherboards, of course, the Amiga 3000 motherboard and the Amiga 4000 motherboard. So take it easy, guys. As I said earlier, this is gonna be a long, nice video. Alright, so let's start with the Amiga 4000. It was just a mess. When I just plugged it in, it gave black screen and nothing happened. It was totally dead. I inserted the diagram from John Hertel, and the Amiga actually did boot up with diagram, the Amiga 4000, but you know, nothing worked. It just booted and that was it. No disk drive, no hard disk, compact flash card, nothing. It was just, I got a picture, but it was a flaky picture, and yeah. So my friend got the motherboard, and I mean, he wanted to do this, of course, for helping me and all that, but he also wants to learn and repair, because he has got a lot of Amiga 4000s that are dead, and he said this was a great project. So we just started. Some traces were broken, and we jumped those traces, and then the diagram booted up the proper way, and it showed IRQ CIA errors after those traces, and then we found out about the traces that were broken on. Now I'm sitting with the Amiga 4000 board here, guys. I'm just gonna read from the chips, and bear with me. I don't want to be too technical, but if you also have an Amiga 4000, then you will know. So traces were broken on U976 and U177. At the battery area. They got fixed. We replaced the ICs U177, U975, and U976. And then there was some green juice at U215, U216, RP176, RP5C01 with all new parts, guys. And then we check continuity between the resistors down there at the battery area at R993 to R985, and they worked. But still, when we couldn't still boot up with Kickstart ROM, only diagram. But still, it showed IRQ CIA errors. Alright. We checked voltages. We checked with, what's it called? A logic probe on all the custom chips on the Amiga 4000 motherboard. We checked the Alice, Paula, Bostro, Lisa, Bridget, I mean, they were all good, and clock was pulsing in a manner that seemed normal. So we removed Paula to rule out it being faulty, but still we got IRQ CIA errors. We without the Paula on the motherboard. So and sometimes we got stuck on this repair, and it just we just laid to the side. But oh my god! So we started to logic probe with a working Amiga 4000 board beside it, comparing the signals in the area from Alice down to the SIMM sockets. It was hell of a work. We found that the GAL U701 were not getting any signals when we compared the two boards, and that could be contributing to the interrupt issues we had. So replaced U711, and CIA interrupt started to work in diagram. It was great. Well, then we could power the Amiga 4000 board with the regular Kickstart 3.0 ROMs. It boot up, it gave the picture, you know, the boot picture, but when we connected a hard disk and disk drive and all that, then nothing happened. It didn't work. Again, checked schematics and found out that the U300, the CIA, was likely the one that caused these errors, guys. So, what to do? We swapped U300. The machine booted. It worked now with the disk drive and hard disk, which was great, but we had a lot of RAM issues, and I mean a lot of RAM issues. We inserted 2 megs of chip RAM, 8 megs of fast RAM, but it recognized about 5 megabytes of fast RAM. Now, in diagram, when you make the RAM test, it showed everything perfectly. Everything worked perfectly. But in Workbench, it didn't work the proper way. It was so irritating. But later on, we got another IC called Logica, and with that IC we could do much more in-depth test, and that Logica chip, I didn't know about it, I just learned about it. It's an old Kickstart chip you can just install, and you have some other awesome tests in there. So we probed Brigitte, and it appeared to work normally, so we swapped F245s around the SIMM sockets, but still nothing changed. We had a lot of RAM issues, guys. What to do? We measured traces across fast RAM sockets. The traces appeared to work fine, but it was still, I mean, we had so much RAM issues. If we inserted one 4 megabyte fast RAM socket, then it worked, but as soon as we installed 2 4 megabyte RAM thingies, it still worked, but when we did the RAM test at the upper area, it started to freeze. We could run some games, but sometimes it froze and it didn't work the proper way. So what to do? We decided, because of the battery is actually close to the RAM sockets. So I said to my friend, let's unsolder the bottom 2 SIMM holders. Also because, I mean, the original holders has plastic clips that holds the RAM, and I don't like them. They tend to break off. So, you know, new RAM sockets, they're held with metal clips. So we took them off, and sure, there were some battery issues down there, and cleaned the area out as you saw on the pictures. Cleaned it out and you know, replaced them, inserted some you know, new RAM sockets, and we were also, maybe the RAMs that we were using were bad, so we ordered some new RAM and all that. And after that, we inserted 4 brand new 4 megabyte fast RAM, and you know, the 2 RAM sockets were all cleaned, all new. Everything got wiped down, cleaned and all that. And then it found 16 megabytes of fast RAM. As you saw in pictures, before we made this, we could insert all 16 megabyte. Diagram it did fine all 16 megabyte. It could make RAM test and all 16 megabyte work and all that. But in Workbench, as soon as we just booted up, it had about 14, 13, 15 megabytes of chip RAM, fast RAM, and about 1 megabyte of chip RAM. I mean, the RAM management were just all over the place. And we tried, you know, different Workbench setups. We booted up from disk and all that. It just, yeah, it didn't work the proper way in Workbench. But after new RAM sockets, cleanup and all that, that issue was fixed. Alright, so now the board could boot. It could boot from disk drive, hard disk, so and it recognized all RAM. So I got it home, and I was installing everything. I wanted to make a video and all that, and I just after I put most of the parts together in this Amiga 4000, I played a game. And to my big surprise, the sound was really bad, guys. It had some issues there, and I made a 1-minute clip uploaded on my channel, and you guys were do this, check this, and repair that, and you know, I love you guys, all your comments, your mails, you're just awesome. So when we inserted a new CIA, we used a socket. So we soldered the socket on the motherboard and just put the new CIA chip on the socket. But when we replaced the Polar chip, we did the same thing. Now the Polar chip was just, you know, soldered direct on the motherboard, but we agreed to socket it, so, you know, easier for future repair and all that. But that we used the same size socket and all that. But then we found out that we thought there were a lot of other issues. We replaced some components, some resistors at the sound area, but everything was just perfect. It didn't help. And then we found out about the Polar chip. The Polar chip gets hot, but this one got a bit hotter. So we took a Polar chip from a working Amiga 1200 and put it in the socket on the Amiga 4000. Still the same issue. And then we found out that, you know, it didn't sit quite well on the socket. It felt like it was just under a millimeter too small. I don't know how to... Yeah, it didn't fit just like the CA chip. So we just removed that socket and just soldered the Polar directly on the motherboard, and bam, perfect sound. So now the Amiga 4000 works perfect. The same thing as you just saw in the pictures was with the Amiga 3000, guys. Amiga 3000 boards are made just like tanks. They're just so awesome. So it was easy cleanup and visual inspection. Every time we saw you know, the green stuff, we just removed the parts, the chips, and inserted a socket cleaned up, inserted the socket and new chips. It didn't have that much problems with traces, no nothing. So the Amiga 3000 was actually a pretty easy repair compared to the Amiga 4000. The Amiga 4000 is pretty weak. It's pretty flaky compared to the 3000. So yeah, let's cut here and take a look at the boards, guys, because that's the fun part.
Alright guys, now to the fun part. That was a little bit heavy, too much info maybe, but yeah, it is what it is, because it's hard to make everyone satisfied. I mean, I have got so many mails from you guys that wanted to have an update. What did you do? What happened? And I just love that communication we have with each other. So let's take a look at the Amiga now. This is the Amiga 4000 that had so much battery juice down here. I mean, it was bad, as you saw in the pictures. So just to be clear, oh damn, I'm so sorry guys. There we go. No, we're not gonna reshoot, no nothing. We're just gonna keep on filming. Okay, so well, what happened? We had all the battery juice, and as you saw, this one got replaced. I'm not gonna read all the names. This one got socketed and replaced. I mean, the battery is over here, so of course these three, they had totally green legs. They were toast. This one was dead. This one was dead. These two RAM sockets under it had a lot of battery juice, so they got replaced. Back here, these controls the RAM, they got replaced. These two, because it couldn't detect all the RAM, it didn't run the proper way. It gave so much headache. We measured and all that, and it was just, we came to a point when repairing these. I mean, sometimes we just got stuck and just left it alone and took the Amiga 3000 motherboard and began working on that one. We waited for new parts and all that, and then we got some parts, then we replaced and kept on working on this one, and we came to a point where I was like, let's buy and replace. If we have the smallest, what's it called? Suspicion. I mean, my friend said we could measure. I don't know if it's this one or that one. This one takes the high mem. This one takes the first hit. And I said, no, we're not going to do it that way. We're just going to replace everything. I want no trouble. I mean, these computers, they're 25, 30 years old, guys. It's only if you know how to replace it without destroying it and all that, then just, if you can get the new parts, replace them. As long as it's the proper way, replace them if you can. So everything that controls the RAM, it got replaced over there. These sockets got replaced. It got a few new traces. It's so hard to see, but down here at the U177, this one also always dies. It's the first thing that dies after the battery juice here. We've got a little trace here and a small trace repair here, but these boards, they're not the best built boards. These two also replaced, as I said. So the Paula, it had some heat issues. It didn't sound the proper way. So this little IC got replaced, and oh my god, some resistors got replaced, and it was socketed as you saw in the video. Remove the socket, no heat trouble now. I just put this one on. I mean, it's a good idea because the Paula gets a tad hot. This one also gets hot, so it also got this little passive cooler here. And up top, the CAA, as you can see, we socketed it. What's it called? We installed the socket and then put the new CAA in, and that this one reads the disk drive and it controls the IDE. So yeah, that fixed that issue. Other than that, it was a lot of cleanup, a lot of neutralization after the battery acid. I mean, it's not acid, it's actually base, but yeah, you know what I mean, guys. So yeah, and after everything was fully working, when everything was fine, after that we replaced all the caps, not before. And as you saw on the pictures a few minutes ago, there are some pictures where you can see under the caps they're just wet with battery juice, and actually over here on some of the pictures you can see there are true traces that they're just eaten by the juice from the caps, so that's also fixed. So this Amiga 4000, it runs perfect. So let's just turn it on. Let's install the camera the proper way. And yeah, 2 seconds, guys. Is it okay like this? Let's enter workbench here and see. Let me see the camera a tad closer, like this should be okay. At the top so we can see the RAM. That's alright, guys. Alright, so let's see. As you can see, we got the 2 megs of chip RAM, we got the 16 megabytes of fast RAM up there,
And if we go into programs, it will evaluate the system. As you can see, it has got the Motorola 68040 25 megahertz. Now, this video, I really wanted to postpone the video because if we just do this really slow and turn it just a bit, there we go. I have bought an adapter. You just pull this one off, install a new adapter, and then you can install on this board, you can install a 68060 CPU. I bought it from the United States, and I mean the shipping, it's, I don't know, it's delayed and delayed and delayed. I couldn't delay the video no longer, so I must make another video with that upgrade, but I'm really looking forward to it, to upgrade the 68040 card with a 68060 CPU. We got the CPU 25 megahertz, FPU 25 megahertz, the AGA chipset, of course. So your computer is an Amiga 4000. We can also check the sysinfo. I mean, it was really, it was an adventure to to repair this one. I mean, it had so many issues, but you know what, guys, we're learning every day, and my friend and I, we have learned so much after this repair. I mean, before I was like, oh no, battery juice and all that. Now I'm not afraid of it. I mean, it can be fixed, it can be repaired, so just a matter of time, guys. Yeah, we got the 040 25 megahertz, and it scores 18,000 dry stones. How is the screen? It's okay. We got 18 MIPS, and we got the FPU, so it's got 4.78 flops. If we check out the drives here, the compact flash card, it should be about 2 megabytes. 1.6. Well, that was slow, guys. 16 gigabyte card. Yeah, 1.6. That's pretty slow. I don't know why. My Amiga 1200 is faster, but yeah, it works, and I'm just so happy. I've been using it for, I think, about a month now, and it just works. It's a great computer. It doesn't freeze, it doesn't crash, it doesn't give me no headache. I hate stuff like that, but it just works. Let's just get some, let's enter a game. We got sound, it works. Let's just find an AGA game. And the 040, it's not fully compatible, but it's just so fast in the menu, guys. Alien Breed, let's try. Is this AGA? Yes, Alien Breed 2, Horror Continues, and this is the AGA version. So let's just enter that one and see how it runs. And while it's loading, I mean, it's loading pretty fast, you know, guys, but again, if we take a look at this beautiful card, now don't touch this when the computer is on, just turn it off, wait for a couple of seconds, and then ground ourselves. and if you touch these custom chips, they're not hot. This one gets hot, but after I have done this little passive thingy here, you can feel this turned on, but it's just nothing. Also this one, it's a great cheap little mod, guys, and as you can see here, isn't it just beautiful? It just feels so good to save one of these computers. I'm so happy with the result, and thank you to my friends. I mean, I'm so happy for all the support. But as you saw on maybe on some of the pictures, it's not Amiga only, it's everything else also what I'm doing. I'm watching Star Wars, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I mean, it's just great to have a friendship this way, guys. Yeah, it's just, the sound is beautiful, the picture is beautiful, and this Amiga 4000, I mean, it has got so many new parts, everything checked, everything, it's just, you know the feeling when it just works perfect, when everything just comes together, and this is how I feel about this one. So yeah, really happy with it, guys. Let's jump over to the Amiga 3000, turn it on, and take a closer look at it, guys. Alright, the Amiga 3000, let's include that one in the video also. So just turn the beast on, and nothing is connected, you know, no optical drives, no hard disk, no disk drive, no nothing. It just boots up to the original Kickstart ROM 2.0, as you can see here. We got the picture, we have everything, that's nice, 2.0. And let's just take a quick look at this one. All right. We have to adjust it a bit, guys, I'm so sorry. Like this, it's all right. There we go. Yeah. As you can see, the battery area is down here. Let's just turn it off. All right. Well, this one, I mean, the green color on the PPC was just cracked everywhere. It looked so bad, but I washed this card totally, and it was of course dead, but it didn't require any trace repair. As you can see, it has been cleaned and all that, neutralized everything, all right, but it required, as you can see, new socket, new chip, new socket, new chip, new socket, new chip, new again. This one, Paula, new socket, new chip. Under here, it was really bad. Again, cleaned everything, but the traces were all right. But of course, these legs were totally damaged, also cleaned. Under the fat Agnes, also cleaned. None of the diodes, resistors, nothing, none of the caps, nothing else was wrong. It was just so, these Amiga 3000s, they're just built like tanks. I know they're missing the AGA support, yes, but I mean, these ones also, as you can see here over here, when you bought it back then, it had 1 mix of chip RAM over here, and these, the ones I have seen, and these RAM blocks, they were at the back side, where they were used as DRAM as 1 megabyte fast RAM, and you could actually take them and put them over here, so you had 2 mix of chip RAM. And this one has got, as you can see, the 2 megabyte, and it has got 8 or 12 megabytes of fast RAM installed. I don't remember, guys. I just know that this one, I have only tried it with a GoCheck drive, and it has got the 030 25 megahertz. It's not that compatible with GoCheck. It really requires a flash card, SD card with WHD load gaming. That's just the way to go with these faster Amigas, big box Amigas, or what you want to call them. Now this one had some issues with the VGA out. This one has got a scan doppler, and that was just the amber chip here. They're not easy to find again. They're not cheap either. I think it's one of the most expensive chip on this computer.
the amber that controls the VGA out, but it should just off and cleaned and on again, and the VGA out also works. So maybe in the future I will make another video when we go through everything with this one, but I mean, I don't know, the pictures I posted, as you can see, all the green stuff is gone. It was just, the green PPC was just cracked and bubbles and all that, and all the legs were green, but I mean, again, it's just a question about time, guys. Pull the chips off, cleaned it under. Also here, it's not easy to see, but here it was really bad. The battery is over here, so it was bad over here. As you can see, off, clean, neutralize, socket, and then put in new chips. And then we have a fully working Amiga 3000. Isn't that just great, guys? A totally battery damaged dead one to a fully working one. And I also love this one, so I'm really happy with that repair also. I mean, it has back and forth with these systems, I mean, oh my god. But yeah, they work now, and I just want to share my happiness with you guys. You know how I am. Yeah, as you can see on this video, I should cut this long video and make, you know, 2-3 parts and all that, but no, it's gonna be one long happy video, guys. So this is the last of the Amiga 3000 on this video. So let's just continue on with more Amiga 4000 stuff, guys, because yeah, you know how it is. Let's look at this Amiga 4000. It's a beauty. I just bought it, so let's open it and see what's inside. Before we do that, if we look at the keyboard here, it says Frederiksberg Teknisk Skole. This is from a school here in Denmark. The seller told me that the school had 2 of these Amiga 4000s, and he bought them both back then, many years ago. And it should be in pretty good condition. So let's just go ahead and pop the trunk and see what's inside. The top is off. It looks okay. Now, these Amiga 4000s, one of the things that often happens is somebody presses this power plastic on and off switch thingy down, and it breaks off this part. So check that one out, that it's not broken here, the button. You can replace it, but yeah, this is all right. It looks nice. They're usually very dusty here, and this one looks clean. Sometimes they smell fishy because of the caps. This one doesn't. It has got built-in hard disk. It has got some RAM up top here, so that means it's not with the usual, you know, they came with these Commodore 3640 models, or also over here, slow movements, these 030 boards. I actually use these 030 boards. I really like them because they're just so compatible with WSG load gaming. So let's look at the backside over here. This one was born with a Seagate hard disk back then. 80 megabyte, guys. We have no Zorro card expansions. The second thing you have to really look at is actually over here at the holders for the RAM, or what's it called, you know, these over here. So these little thingies over here, they used to break off. They snap off here at the connection because of people the last 25 years inserted RAM and all that. So these plastic clips, they tend to break off, and when they are broken here, then the RAM just pushes up and it won't have a proper contact.
and it won't work. But this one, this motherboard, this Amiga 4000, it was at a school and then at one owner's position. As you can see, incredibly, they look like new. Nothing, I mean, they look absolutely beautiful. Also over here, nothing is chipped off, broken off, no, nothing. I don't even think that they had a fast RAM expansion. I mean, this one looks like, yeah, it looks perfect. Other than that, and I'm so happy with it. I mean, you can replace them. There are some different guys that replaces them, and the new sockets, the arm here is made by metal with metal clips, and they just work perfect. But these plastic ones, the original ones, they chip off. Okay. The next problem with these motherboards is the battery over here. I mean, this one has been replaced. They used to have this darker blue color and Vata written all over it, and as you can see, we have some melted metal here at the corner from the soldering iron maybe. What an amateur. But the good part is it has been replaced, because I think almost all of my Amiga 4000s, these legs are not silver like, just like this one. They are, you know, and this board is not cleaned, no nothing, but as you can see, a lot of dust. But over here and this chip here, they tend to have really green legs. And this board is just, it's my favorite board when I look inside of it. I mean, after I have cleaned it, because this is just incredible. I know you can replace everything. I know you can repair and make it nice and all that, but I just love when it's just untouched and it's so nice looking. So we're gonna take off this board. We're gonna remove this battery completely, and I'm not gonna solder a new battery, no, nothing like that. I mean, what should I use that battery for? I only play WSD load games. So we're gonna take this Amiga apart and yeah, and make a closer look inside, guys. So I will get the tripod and I will disassemble this one with you guys. The front cover is actually pretty easy to take off. You can just use one of these and clip them together, and it will just pop out. Carefully now. It's very dusty inside, but we're gonna clean everything, guys. We have these 3 cables, and usually, now this also indicates that this cabinet has been opened before. Usually these plugs, they go in from the front this way. So yeah, all right, a little dusty, but it's okay. I'm so happy with the cover for the CD-ROM drive, the optical drive, guys, because they're not easy to find. Well, I couldn't find them. Now this is actually not original. Yeah, but it is what it is, guys. So this one needs to be cleaned. I'm not gonna retrograde it, no, nothing like that. It's okay. So that's the first thing. Now the next part is actually the disk drive. The way you remove that is actually, we have a screw here and another one here that's missing. So you can just check this one out. Put the on and off over here. And when you pull this one out, you have the ribbon cable and the power cable for the disk drives. Oh, what the hell? Okay, we're gonna take a look at this. This is crazy, guys. What the? hell? Okay. Ribbon cable and power. All right. The disk drive. They have different heights, guys. This one and another version you can install down here. Optical drive up on the top. A little bit dusty, but it's okay. Okay, let's take a closer look over here, guys, because this is just well, this is a bit scary. I am so happy I didn't give this one power. Now let's remove the hard disk, then and we can check off the rest. The way you remove the hard disk is it has got 4 screws up top here where the hard disk is mounted. Easy stuff, easy stuff. Yeah, no fast forwarding here, guys. There we go. And again, we have the power for the ID. We'll just plug that one off and the ribbon cable over here. Let's just lift this one. I hope this hard disk works. And that's a long cable, guys. Okay, the hard disk is, it's a Seagate. I think this is the original hard disk, the 80 megabyte from back then. I mean, it's just beautiful, untouched, no, nothing like that. We will find out if it's an 80 megabyte, but model SG3096A. I can't see something with the size. I can just see some serial number and model number, but yeah. All right. So it came with these metal brackets when you want to install. This is also from the fabric. This is from Commodore. Nice. All right, guys, let's just turn this one. The Cyberstorm MK1 looks beautiful. This is also from Commodore. This is for protection so you don't short these soldering points. All right, let's continue disassembling this one because I really like these Cyberstorm cards. I love having onboard RAM on the CPU card. It's just great. We're gonna unscrew this on top and remove the metal bracket that holds down the Zorro, what's it called? The daughter board. Let's just, oh man. Carefully, carefully. Oh damn. Have to be careful, guys. I'm not gonna rush. Yeah. Let's look at it here. Commodore A4000 daughter board revision B. Yeah, that's how it looks. Actually, the Amiga 4000, it can boot without this daughter board. The Amiga 3000 needs the daughter board, but the 4000 can boot without it. And I'm telling you, this card, it gets hot. I mean, it makes a lot of hot air inside the cabinet. These ICs down there, it gets hot. So if you have an Amiga 4000, then I would recommend, if you don't have no Zorro card expansions, no RAM, no nothing like that, then I would just recommend that you remove this one. Just take it off. That means you will have less hot air generated inside the cabinet, and also this wall of, you know, that stops the air circulation, it will be removed, and the Amiga will have, you know, better air circulation inside, and we want to cool these down, guys. So I
always remove them. I mean, I have some Zorro III RAM cards with 64 RAM. I don't use them because they're just so slow, those RAM expansions. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. But yeah, if you don't have any expansions here, remove that. Don't use it. All right, so let's remove the IDE cable for the hard disk. Easy peasy. Now this is the ultimate Amiga 4000 video, so we're gonna look at all the details, guys, everything. And in front of the IDE cable, you have the floppy cables, so you can remove that. And as you can see, it's prepared for 2 floppy drives. And if you want to use 2 floppy drives, you can actually, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but I have a lot of love for these Amigas, so everything has to be carefully, guys. But as you can see, it says here, DF0, external or internal. So this jumper, it's set on internal, so it uses the internal DF0 disk drive. But over here, if you want to use DF1, you know, secondary disk drive, then you can actually, if you put a jumper on here, then it will work as 880 kilo. If you use a normal 720K drive, then you have to, yeah, close this one also, guys. So few jumper settings on this board, and I have always been curious about this jumper. It says chip RAM. Now, if you're subscribed to my channel, then you know I love chip RAM. I love all my Amigas needs to have 2 megabytes of chip RAM. If not, I'm not gonna use them. But this one, look at this. It's on 2 megabytes of chip RAM, but look at what Commodore was doing. If we put it down here, it says 8 megabytes of chip RAM. Why? Why didn't they just develop a little bit more? I mean, that Mehdi Ali that just killed the research department. It's how awesome would it be just to do this? Bam. And having 8 megabytes of chip RAM. I mean, it's just great to have 8 megabytes of chip RAM, and you can actually install 16 megabytes of fast RAM. You can make an easy hack job on these and have 64 megs of fast RAM. I mean, the possibilities, it could be so awesome, but it's not developed, and yeah, it is what it is. If some dude has done something, please let me know. If there's something we could do, replace some of the IC, some of the parts, something, and have 8 megs of, that could be awesome. And when I say 8 megabyte, I mean just remove this one and put an 8 megs of chip. I'm not talking about FPGA solution and simulation and all that, but the original Amiga 4000 owners, I mean, it could be. If you're an Amiga 4000 owner, then you know what I mean. It could be nice. Yeah. All right. So the next thing is to remove the PSU. Before I bought this one, I got pictures. It got used. The seller showed me that everything worked and all that. So I know that this Amiga works. It works all fine. But after I bought it and I paid premium price for it, I mean, you guys, you think you have another Amiga 4000. Why do you buy this one? Because I can't get enough, guys. I love this stuff. And this one has an accelerator card inside. I got this, I got extra CPU. I bought a monitor that I haven't seen before, haven't reviewed before. So I'm so excited about that. But I will pull this one out and you can just power it on without this big cable that goes down to the motherboard. And you have to measure the 5 volt, the 12 volt, just to be sure that it's okay, that it gets quality power, guys. Also, I will find out about this hack job that I really don't approve. I mean, look at this. This fan is too big and it's just installed with two. Let's just pull that one off, guys. I don't like this. Okay. And it has got two screws on the back side. If you just take them off and just push it forward just slightly, then you can just lift this one out. So easy. So what have they done? As you can see, it has got, oh, there we go. It has got this beautiful hack job, and the cables, it doesn't even have tape around, no nothing. And it's just pushed inside here. It could just jump off, you know. Oh man. Yeah, it is what it is, guys. I mean, and look at this. It's mounted with two screws, and then on the other side is just cut off with a razor blade. All right, so I mean, this one looks pretty clean inside, guys. Wow, I found out the fans inside are, I mean, I know they're 25 years old and all that, but I found out sometimes these fans, they are placed so it can suck cold air and push it inside the cabinet. Most of the times it's made like that, but sometimes it's the other way around, so it takes the hot air from the cabinet and pushes it out. I replaced these fans. Number one, I hate the noise level. So I found, you know, something that has low decibel, that doesn't make that much noise. So that's the first, and they're so easy. These four screws, it just take them off and replace with another 80mm fan. So the noise level will be reduced, and also much more air circulation through a new powerful fan. So the way I install them is to take the hot air inside the cabinet and suck them out this way. I know when you have the daughter board, it has got a barrier over here, and down here, I'm gonna talk about it in a bit. We got a lot of the Polder chip. It gets hot, so we have a lot of hot air in here, and the RAMs get hot and all that. So it's a great idea to replace the fan, and if you ask me, suck out the hot air and out from the back side, and again remove this one. So that's just my opinion, and in the Amiga world we have 30,000 different opinions, and I respect everyone's opinion. It's alright. That's just what I want to do. I just want to look at this hard disk and this label. Seagate SG3096A. What the hell? It says exactly the same numbers here. So this, I think this is the first time ever. I mean, these finger thingies is from my fingers. I mean, this is just untouched. Isn't that great? Finding something like this in... Yeah. The nerd inside me is just so happy. Oh, shit. Look at this. Oh my god. Well, this computer was a ticking bomb, man, with these loose screws inside and these cables. This is 12 volts, guys. 12 volts just are sitting here. I mean, it could short... my Cyberstorm. Well,
it works. So yeah. Okay, we have, I will glue this one on because this is the serial number from Phase 5 Digital Products. Yeah. Now this is the beautiful Now you don't just push the RAM here, you just hold here. Okay, so this is the Cyberstorm MK1, guys. You can actually use it like this. Let's just take everything off. There we go. All right. So this, I love this. Think cyber. Look at this. Now I had another one of these Cyberstorm cards, and I sold it to Peter. He's pretty active in the Amiga forum, Commodore Amiga, on Facebook from Melbourne. So yeah, that's at his place. I love that guy. Great supporter on my channel. Now that board didn't have this chip. As you can see, this one says Cyberstorm 060, but a Bootstrap 1.0, Phase 5, 1995. Oh, the light blinks. 2 seconds, guys. That's better. No blinking. All right, so let's look at this carrier board, as they were called. So it has got this, and I think it's something with disabling the FPU at the start, and it removes some issues so the 060 can work, because the other card I had, it was an 040. So yeah, this is the Cyberstorm MK1, and I love this product. I know the MK2 is much more popular, much more desired, because it's almost jumperless and everything is just on board. But this, I mean, I love old hardware. I also love the new stuff, but yeah. So here we have the carrier board. And on top of that, you can install this CPU board expansion. This is just some beautiful engineering. Cyberstorm CPU, Phase 5, 1994. And if we just, is it glued or can we slide? We can slide. All right. Oh, this is the first time I see, usually they don't use no pad, no, what they call thermal paste, no nothing. But this is the first time I see one of these. It's all right. So at the top, I can see it says it's an 060 50 megahertz. And on top here, it says 01F43G. I don't know which revision. I know if it's the revision 6, then it does not need any cooling, guys. Then it will just run perfect with 50 megahertz. And this one has some cooler on it, so it's maybe revision 1. Don't know, don't care. I don't want to clock them. I mean, revision 6, you can overclock and run 100 megahertz. It's just, it's crazy, guys. It's just so crazy. Now, this one is optional, but pretty obvious. You can also put this one on and have some memory expansion. This is just beautiful. Now, this plastic thingy, I haven't seen that before, but it looks like something from a Commodore 64 cassette tape holder. I haven't seen it before, but it's a great idea. So it blocks the contact to the daughter board. So if you have one of these, it's a great expansion, guys. Nice done. So this one have so many jumpers here, and you can actually, I don't know how much RAM this one has, but I know that this card can have up to 128 megabytes of fast RAM directly on the CPU board, which makes the Amiga just an incredible capable computer, guys. So yeah, this was just a closer look at the Cyberstorm MK1, a card that I really like. Also the MK2. So yeah. All right. So now we have to take these few screws out, and it has also back here we have to pull them out, and after that the motherboard will be out of the case. I'm gonna wash everything and clean everything low. So let me just check everything out, guys. The board is out, and it's a Commodore Amiga 4000 Revision B. We got the Ramsey, we got Kickstart here. It's Kickstart 3.0. That's the original Kickstart they came with. The Gary's over here, IDE, floppy, power. These two plastics, they're used to when you install a CPU card, then these two supports the weight of the CPU card. It's actually pretty irritating that the Kickstarter ROMs are under here. If you want to replace them, you have to pull out everything. That's the first thing that's irritating. The other thing is these jumpers. Yeah, as you can see where it says internal, external for the clock here. It's also irritating that they're under, but you have to adjust them if you install 030, 040, Cyberstorm. Yeah, some different stuff. I'm not going to go into that. If you install the 68040 board, then everything has to be internal and 030 cord external, or the other way around. I don't remember, guys. Yeah, 040 internal, 030 external. Also, when we install this Cyberstorm cards, it has to be external. Yeah, that's it. Here we have the CIA chips. They can go bad. Here we have an interesting one. I don't think I have seen the Super Buster being socketed before. Let's look at the back side. The battery area looks perfect. Wow, this one has been, it has got new battery in time before it leaked, so this board is just beautiful. But again, I haven't seen this one socketed before. But other than that, no, let's keep it this way. Other than that, this one has got the Super Buster version 09, and you can upgrade these to 011. That controls the bus up here for the Zorro expansion, or yeah, what's it called? So it's a good idea to install a new one. We have a chip from HP, guys. A little bit dusty, but yeah, it is what it is. I love the RAM sockets here. They're beautiful. The battery, I'm gonna remove it, but I mean, nothing. Have you seen something like this before? And I am the definition of lucky. I am so lucky. I don't know why. Everything I do, I'm just so lucky, guys. So I'm gonna upgrade this one with Super Buster 11. I have a bunch of these, so that's gonna be upgraded. Not because I'm gonna use no Zorro thingies, but you know, I just like it. The nerd in me. So this Alice chip down here, this one, it gets hot, guys. It is what it is. I mean, it's so old. So usually they leak around the battery. Also the caps, they tend to leak. They get green over here, but this one looks dusty. Yes, but no leakage. Just need some cleaning, but
I mean, it's gonna be recapped anyway, but it's really in nice condition. I'm so happy with this purchase. I don't care about paying premium amount of money. It doesn't irritate me at all, because when you get something like this, I mean, 25 years old, untouched, man, this is just a beautiful, beautiful card. Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna remove the battery. I'm gonna reassemble everything. So yeah, that's how you disassemble an Amiga 4000. Few screws, so simple. It has got 2 screws here you have to remove, and then a few screws, I think 6 or 8 on the board here. Just take them off and lift this one off. Now the top side and the bottom side is gonna be cleaned first, and then in my dish machine, and it's going to be washed for 2-3 hours, so it will be just crystal clear. I'm going to remove this one, and then I'm gonna reassemble everything. And I must say I'm pretty happy with this one. I mean visual inspection, it looks nice. Don't you agree? I think it looks nice. I mean, I have bought some of these that had, a lot of issues, guys. So happy to share this experience with you guys and have this one also documented on this Iron Ultimate Fist Tournament Amiga 4000 video. I just removed the battery. And I must say, the guy that put this one in, if you look here, it's bent, and it has got some solder melted stuff here. Backside looks okay. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm just so thankful that this guy has replaced the battery. I mean, that's great. But this bent stuff has touched the if you look at it here, it has touched the socket just a bit, and it has melted the plastic. I mean, it's alright. It's not something that I have to use, but yeah, just a visual thing, guys. It's just irritating that it didn't get done the proper way, but yeah, it is what it is. I mean, it's from 1992, and I have never seen one of these so beautiful at this area. I'm gonna film this, I'm gonna document this, and I'm gonna, when I'm bored, I'm gonna look at this video, and I'm just gonna enjoy this Amiga 4000 board. Looks great, guys. All right, so 2 things to do. Jump over to the next project, or reassemble everything, Cyberstorm card, everything, and give it some power. It's so easy to reassemble, guys. Give it some power and put on the monitor that was included this one, and see if it works. And in that way also have that monitor documented on my YouTube channel. So I think that's the way to go. I can always just take this one apart and clean everything. A little dust. Oh, it's just in such a nice condition. All right, guys, let's just put everything together and give this one some power, because this is the ultimate video, guys. And this one, it's moved. All right, the board is back in place, not cleaned, no nothing. Again, we're gonna test everything. Looks nice. All right, let's install the Cyberstorm card, guys. And it goes, as I said earlier, here on the CPU slot, and these 2 will support. Again, just push these down, the Kickstart ROMs, yeah. And it should actually just be ready to be installed here. Now, when using an 060, you have to remember to install the libraries. And it's so simple, it's just, you know, just software, just files. So just the 68060 library, and that's it. I have some of you guys writing to me is how and what, and it's just get the files and copy them. That's it. All right, so that part is all right. We're gonna install the CPU. I just put this one on. I mean, it's fine over here, but it doesn't go all the way out here, but it's all right. They don't tend to get that hot, these cards, guys. So this is okay. But we have a problem here. This one needs to have some sort of support also. I mean, as you can see, it's just installed like this, hanging in the air. So we're gonna check it from this 68030 card that's missing the FPU. All right, thank you very much. So we just put these down here. Nice. And this side it just needs some support. There we go. All right. Further expansion. I don't know if it's something for the SCSI or that's over here. I don't know. We can expand it a little bit more, as I can see. Nice. So let's just. We have to be gentle, guys. It's old hardware. Oh no, it needs some support. Just with the chip here. There we go. A little bit dirt. This is in, this is in. Everything is connected. Nice. All right. We're not gonna install the daughter board because we're just gonna test it as is right now. I took this horrible cable here for the fan, and of course the cables are at each side, so they won't be able to touch each other in no way. But I'm gonna install another fan. I don't like this. I mean, you can use it. It has been working fine, but it's just I'm so anal when it comes to stuff like that. So yeah, but the yellow cable that was hanging, it's also removed, guys. It's okay. So I will install that fan, and I will install I've measured this one, and it's really nice quality. No nothing. I know when you give it some power it will drop a little bit, but it's not off. I mean, the 12 volt is not 16 volt, or the 5 volt is not 9 volt or something crazy like that. So this PSU is all right, but remember, you can upgrade this one. You have it's a real big box, guys, so you can install a normal PC ATX PSU. And you have this cable you can, what's it called? You can just plug a cable from the PC side, so you can just connect everything. You don't have to solder, no nothing. There are some kits like that, so it's a great idea. If you don't want to do something like that, if you want to keep it original, then when you recap these boards, we have some caps inside here. Just replace them also, then it would be fine and ready to go, guys. All right, let me just put on some more stuff and connect everything so we can test this Cyberstorm board. It's ready to be powered on. Let's just cross our fingers. It made the rainbow thingy at top. It's dark, yeah, I know, but that's because we're gonna look at the stuff on the screen. So let's just do it like this. Here we go. All right, so the disk drive is not connected, so it checks the disk, and we have no hard disk connected. It checks for that. So the Amiga 4000, also the Amiga 1200, 600, when you haven't connected these extra hardware, then it has some delay at the what's it called, at the startup. But as you can see, we have a screen here and it boots up. Now we could try the original hard disk. We can, but I'm just gonna install one of these that I really love. One of these. I like them because you just install them directly on the ID port on the motherboard, give it some power, and you can just insert an SD card. I love these. They cost €5. They cost peanuts, guys. So I'm just gonna install one of these. I'm gonna put in a compact flash card from one of my Amigas. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. All right, I just installed the compact flash card. So sometimes they don't work, so I'm just gonna see if that one works. Yeah, you know how it is. It's just so cheap, and yeah, nice. All right, the compact flash card works. Hey, the keyboard also works. That's nice. Yeah, it's blinking and loading and all that. So let's see. Can you see? Yes, you can. Oh, 0 fast RAM and 600 kilobytes of chip RAM. Okay, as I said earlier, when I got this particular Amiga 4000, I got a lot of stuff, and some of it were some RAM that was never installed. So I have 32 megabytes of RAM. Yeah, yikes, it's 32 megs of RAM. But we're gonna install this one, guys. Okay, so the RAM thingy is installed on the Cyberstorm board now. I hope that it works. I don't know how many megabytes of RAM, but we're gonna install 128. Okay, let's see. 32. Come on, guys, Cyberstorm, and only using 32 megs of RAM. So, programs. How's the camera? Yes, you can see what's going on here, and we're gonna just sysinfo, guys. Hey Jay, 2 megabytes chip RAM. Hell yeah. 68060, guys. Nice. So it should be 37,000 dry stones. Yep, it is. Let me just put the camera just a tad here. Sorry guys, I have to. Yes, like this. Alright, so we have 37,000 dry stones, 39 MIPS, and we have an FPU. If you don't have any FPU installed, then it will just say nothing here, or 0. I don't remember. But if you look, where's here, FPU 68060 in use, it's 4 megahertz. Nice. You can actually use a program called Witch Amiga and all that. Then you can see how many megahertz. But I think this is just a yeah, maybe a revision 1. I don't care. What's important for me is that it works. As you can see, it has got the libraries that we need. That's nice. Let's check out the drive speed with this one. With this compact flash card reader here, it should be about 2.5. I think, or 2.2, as I remember. Yeah, 2.5. That's nice. It works, guys. That's just beautiful. Memory, 32 megabytes on the. I will find some more RAM, guys, and I will upgrade that one because it's just 32 is not enough on a on a card like this. Just for the fun of it, let's just install. Oh, does the. Oh man, do we have sound? I hope we have sound. Just for the fun of it, I'm thinking about installing the original hard disk inside and see what's going on. Let's check out a demo. We have sound, that's nice. Real AGA something it said, so this just proves that the AGA chip also works. Yay, we have running an AGA real complex AGA demo. I don't know why, but those star fields, I love them. I can hear, you can't, but I can hear that it has got stereo sound. I can hear you know how it is, guys. So, nice! The Amiga works fine. Nice. I'm really happy with this one. All right, let's. I'm gonna put on the rest of the stuff, and I'm gonna put on the monitor on top because I don't know if the monitor works, guys. So I will continue assembling this one. So yeah. So this was the included monitor, and you can't replace the cables. It has two cables on the back side that goes out to the power plug on the Amiga's own CPU. So it draws the power from here, guys, and don't blow up. I hate turning on these CRT monitors. So it gets power from there, and it has got RGB cable that goes out and goes into the Amiga's RGB out. So it's it has got a super crystal clean picture. It's not easy to see it on the camera, but I'm telling you guys, 7Cs from a demo from 1994. The picture, does it flicker here? No, it doesn't flicker on the camera. I can see on the back. It's beautiful. Yeah. On the back side, it says that it's from November 1995, and at the front, it's got a label that's called Amiga M1438S. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. It's not yellow. It looks, the real deal. It looks bad on the camera, but wow! It's a super nice picture. Wow. Yeah. So this monitor was included. I have so many different CRT monitors that they just. You can't see it on camera, guys. The real deal. It's such a perfect picture. Well, I have this one. I have the Philips
8833-2. I love that design. I've got Commodore 1084S, the newest design. I really don't know which one to choose, but this one, man, Amiga M1438S. Oh, it's got a on and off down here. Didn't know that. All right. Wow. What a nice monitor. I mean, look at this side. Now remember, no cleaning, no testing, no nothing. It is just as I got it. I mean, this was just, again, included. And this Amiga, again, premium price. I don't care. The cabinet case, it's not scratched, it looks nice. The motherboard looks nice, everything looks nice. The 030 Cyberstone works. I'm really happy with this one, guys, and I'm so happy to share it with you guys. So yeah, this is my latest Amiga purchase, but this one is again a revision B motherboard. Now, I have done something because, alright, this revision B, it looks beautiful, but all my other boards, they have been cleaned with the battery juice, or some parts replaced, something, not a virgin board. But later, Commodore Amiga released a cost-reduced version of the Amiga 4000. That motherboard was called Revision D CR, Revision D cost reduced. And the main thing about that was that it didn't have the old killing water battery. And it had got the onboard 68030 CPU. It has got onboard 2 megabytes of chip RAM. Now, I really want to have one of those boards also. I know what you're thinking, why and all that, but let's just check out what I did and what happened, what I bought. So let's check the next part of this Ultimate Iron Fist Tournament Amiga 4000 video. Yeah! Alright guys, now this is about the last part of this Ultimate Amiga 4000 video. It's about 2 hours long, and if you're still with me, then I have one little surprise left. Now, as you all know, you can see I have different Amiga 3000s, 4000s and all that, but I've been on the lookout for a nice Amiga 4000 Revision D CR. Now Revision D is the last revision they made of the Amiga 4000. It was a cost reduced version, and it's a version that I just love. I got this board home a couple of days ago. I haven't turned it on. The only thing I have done with it is actually I've just removed the battery. That's it. But I was on the lookout for this Amiga 4000 Revision D, and I must say, no one wants to sell it. Suddenly one guy actually offered me one, and it was during the day, and after work I was checking my mails and I saw this Revision D for sale, and I said yeah, and he answered me the next day and said that it was sold. I mean, the price was really high, but it was just sold. But I have a great network, so I asked around, and one of the places that I asked for an Amiga 4000 D, Revision D, was the Commodore Amiga page on Facebook. 22,000 users right now, and a guy there called Amiga Marcel Really nice guy. He wrote, dude, contact Marvin from the Netherlands. He has got a mint condition Amiga 4000 revision D. Thank you, Marcel, Amiga Marcel. Thank you for that contact. So I got in touch with Marvin from the Netherlands. Really nice guy. I mean, he has a lot of Amiga stuff, and I'm sure I'm gonna buy from him again. Great guy. He sent me this package with this Amiga 4000 DCR motherboard. And in the package, I got the motherboard, and I also got this beautiful Commodore Amiga bag. And I must say, it's a beautiful bag. So thank you for that, Marvin. It's really, really nice of you. You're just so kind. So Marvin had this one for sale, and I must say he I mean, Amiga Marcel told me it was in mint condition, and Marvin said it's just mint, you don't need pictures, dude. You know. But I got 2 or 3 pictures. I didn't ask about the price, I didn't ask about nothing. I just wrote to him, yes, I want to buy it. So I got this one, and I'm telling you guys, first of all, 2 days and it was here. A guy knocked on my door, box from the Netherlands. Number 2, there just no bullshit with Marvin. Just straight, and everything he writes, that happens. Perfect. I like to deal with people like that. I'm just gonna open it, and we're gonna take a closer look. And the third thing I just wanna say about this deal with Marvin is that this little board was packed in a magic box, and I mean, it was just packed so well, and I love people doing business like that. No bullshit, well packed, keep his word. I mean, no drama. I hate drama. I hate drama queens. I don't have time to drama in my life. So I just wanted to work, and this deal is just, I'm telling you guys, the price that Marvin wanted for this board was just a steal. I mean, it was so cheap. I can't believe it. I got this one so cheap. Now, why the revision D? Why do I like it this much? Well, let me tell you guys. The last revision here. Let's just turn the camera a bit. I'm trying to give it so we can film the whole board here. So, there we go. Oh, these RAM blocks, they were not included. Thank you, Marvin. That's great. Looks nice. Thank you. So I got a Commodore bag, and I got, I think it's 6. It says 4 megabyte and 8 megabyte. I think it's 16 megabyte for the fast RAM. But look at this, guys. The Amiga 4000 cost reduced revision D. Oh my god, I love this. After all this battery talk, this one, look at this. It's not born with the Vata battery. This one came from Commodore with the, I think it's called CR 2032. I'm not sure. The main thing is they're not born with the Vata all killing battery. So no battery damage, no battery juice. You just watched what I have been through because of the battery. I mean, look at this. Oh, it's got external battery here, connections here. Okay. So we have only 4 RAM SIMM banks here instead of 5. And we have 4 because of, look at this, it looks like just exactly like on the Amiga 1200, the 2 megabyte chip RAM is on board. Isn't that nice? It's just built in. I love that. These, I don't know if it came with metal clips or if it has been... well, if these sockets has been replaced, then the guy is a pro. It looks like it came from Commodore like that, guys. So metal clips, 2 megs of chip RAM on board. I love that. No battery juice. Let's take a look at the, latest revision. Let's look at the super. Yeah, look at this. Super Buster is the revision 11 over here. That's nice. Let's be careful, guys. That's nice. I mean, all the chips, everything is just the latest revision, guys. So yeah, first thing, second thing, third thing, fourth thing, everything is the latest revision and all that. But we're not done yet, because this one came with onboard CPU, just like the Amiga 3000 did. Now the Amiga 3000 came with a 16 MHz or 25 MHz 68030 processor. And let's just take a closer look at this. Mint condition, guys. Let's look at the CPU. Oh, wait. Oh, it has some flux around the CPU. Okay, in my eyes, it's not mint when the CPU has been replaced. But okay, but I'm still fine by it, because if it's done well and it works, then it's okay by me. I mean, it could go ahead and die, you know. It's only 25 years old, so it's all right. The FPU is... The FPU is, I don't know, it's crossed over. Yeah, the Gary here. Oh, it looks so nice. And look at the caps, guys. Look at this. It's been recapped, but it's not our usual, those round SMD caps. I mean, if you take a look here, oh, sorry. If you take a look here at this area, I mean, isn't that beautiful? I don't know what they're called. I don't know if it's the ones that are called ceramic. Well, I think these kind of caps, I mean, they don't leak. So if you guys know pros and cons, write it on the comments below, share it with us. I think they look really, really nice. I am just so happy with this board. Everything's just on board, guys. I mean, wow. So let's just go ahead and give it some power. So the only thing I actually did with this board was to remove the battery. I don't need no battery, so I mean, I just play WHD load games. I don't need to save nothing. So let's plug this one in and give it some power and see how it works. This PSU has been recapped. I have measured everything. It gives perfect voltage for my other Amiga 4000 motherboard. So this is perfect. Compact flash reader and the compact flash card is from this one over here, the other Amiga 4000. I just put it in here. Now this is the first boot. Can you see the RAM up top? Yes, you can. So this is the Amiga 4000 Model DCR. RAM is built in, CPU is built in. It came with Kickstart 3.1. Thank you. 16 megs of RAM, beautiful condition. And let's try, I just want to see, I'm pretty sure it's a 25 megahertz, but you know, just to be sure. Yeah, as you can see, Motorola 68 EC020, 30, 25 megahertz. The FPU is also 25 megahertz. No MMU, AGA chipset, 16 fast, 2 chip, and Kickstart 3.1, Amiga 4000. That's just beautiful. And I am all in for the 68030 chip because yes, I have faster CPUs and yes, they're just so fun to play around with, but again, I play WHD load games and I must say the 68030 is just the best. Most compatible, it just works, guys. So as you can see, we have here 2 megs of chip RAM, the AGA chipset, again 030, 25 megahertz, FPU here, Cowabunga, and dry stones, just a tad over 4,000 dry stones, which is really nice. It's only 0.91 against the Amiga 3000. That's odd, it should be the same. It should be 1.00, but yeah, it is what it is, guys. Let's check out the memory. 16 megabytes of fast and 2 megabytes of chip. Let's check out compact flash card IDE drive read speed. The one over here, the other Amiga 4000, was 1.6. Oh, that's odd. Okay, if you go back in this video, you can see the other Amiga 4000 over here. Can you see it? I have another one over here you just watched. That one is with the 3640 25 megahertz 040 processor, and with this PSU, this compact flash card, and the reader, it was 1.6 megabytes per second. This one is 2.1. That's odd. I don't know why. It's faster. Let's check out the, what's it called? The sound also. Yeah, we want to reboot. I mean, Marvin, this board, I am just in love with it. It looks great. And if you have sound also, then it games. No, demos. Ah, yes. What should we take? It's just great. Let's find something with AGA. Chicken Warrior 1993. Yeah. We have sound, guys. It's alright. AGA. Oh, what was that? GHX. Alright. So, well, that's a really, really nice board. And it survived the 2 days of shipping from the Netherlands to Denmark. Yeah, it happens. Let's find something else. This one. Work. Yeah, it works. We have sound. Oh, that's just beautiful. I have no need for it. I know, guys. I know what you're thinking now, but it's just awesome with the Revision D, isn't it? Everything built in. I mean, I need to have that. I need to have that on my YouTube channel. It's just a must, guys. You know how it is. So yeah, I'm happy with this one. Alright guys, let's just sum out this video. I really hope you enjoyed this one.
But before I quit this long video, now if you have watched to the end, then I presume you're a subscriber, then I presume you are a supporter, or one of the guys that often write to me. Now, I'm getting the same questions again and again, and I just want to answer them here really quick. I've been asked why I haven't activated the monetization yet. Yeah, you're right. I must say, I think they're so irritating. And now, not only one video we have to advertise, we have to look at two before the video starts. And some YouTubers, they show some more ads while we're watching videos. I get irritated by it myself. That's why I haven't activated it yet. But I'm also known it's getting harder every year, so maybe I should do it. So yeah, that's why, guys. And also I've been asked by you guys, you want to support me on Patreon and all that. I haven't I still haven't made a Patreon account. Yes, you're right about that, guys. I mean, us YouTubers, we film what we want to film, we edit what we want to edit, we show what we want to show. I really don't understand why you should pay me money for that. I mean, yes, it takes time, it takes a lot of time, but I mean, I just watched a video where a guy made a gameplay video, a retro channel. He made a gameplay video, and at the beginning of his video, he said that he bought some new equipment, some longer cables and microphone and all that equipment, and he begged for money, support on Patreon. I have never begged for money, and I am never going to do something like that. I'm not gonna make Patreon and beg you viewers for money. It's just, that's just not me at all. I mean, every time I watch someone's channel and he says, please, I don't care if this person says, please support me on Patreon or please give me money, whatever. I'm just not that guy. So maybe I will make Patreon someday, and if you want to send me money, then yeah, feel free to do so. But yeah, I love to do this. I love the contact, and I mean, I can stop whenever I want. If I don't like it, if it's not fun anymore, if I get, I don't know, attacked by trolls or what, you know. If it's not fun, if I don't have the personal contact with you guys, if I don't get the mails and I mean all the contact we have on the Facebook page, then it's not fun for me. I'm doing this because I want to share all the retro stuff with you guys. I love that. You can see 2-hour long video. It takes me so much time. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, I'm not the kind of guy that begs for money or just say support me on Patreon. I will say the best support is watching my videos. That's just, and clicking the subscribe button. I am gaining subscribers slowly, but it is going the right way. If it just stopped, then I know that the people that watches my stuff don't like it, don't want to subscribe, don't want to watch something else. Then yeah, why continue? Then I will just shut down my channel. But it is growing, so yeah, that's nice. The last thing is it's not easy for me to tell you, but the first 6 months or so, I have made a lot of thank you for your donation videos. I got donated so much stuff, retro stuff, and I'm not special. All YouTubers
get the donations. If you're a YouTuber, then you know what I'm talking about. But dear viewers, yes, I also got a lot of stuff donated, and I was just so happy about it. All this old stuff, I used a lot of time restoring it, or paid someone restoring it so it could get new life, so I could show it to you guys, or trade it with something else, so I could fund something else that I could share here on YouTube. That's just what drives me. But I have found out. Now I'm not gonna judge. Don't misunderstand me. But I have found out there are just a couple of guys in the Amiga community. I mean, couple of guys. It's really nothing. But every time I make these thank you for donation, totally positive, happy, woohoo videos, these few guys, they got really irritated, mad, envy about my situation. I don't know how to put it. I have actually been told in the community that I should stop making thank you for donation videos, because a few people gets envy. Most of you guys, I mean 99.9%, you can feel my happiness. So many of you guys write to me, you can feel my enthusiasm and through my videos, and you smile when you're watching my videos and all that. That's just so great. But I don't want to upset nobody, so that's why I just stopped making thank you for donation videos. I'm still getting crazy donations, and I'm turning down donations because I'm just full stock. I don't have room for anything more. My friends is just no more, so I'm turning them down. And yeah, it is what it is, guys. I mean, those few guys that get envy or angry, I don't know how I should put it. First of all, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you. Second of all, I really hope you guys, you find love and happiness and, you know, positive thoughts in your life, and that there's just no negativity from my side. I'm just neutral. Nothing from me. It's all right. I just hope you guys get happy, you know. Well, if you get donated 8 Amiga 4000s, I won't get envy. I won't get irritated. I will think, okay, those Amigas get new life. I don't know. I don't care what to do with them, but as long as they get used, get new life, sold to another guy, traded or whatever, dudes, then it's just perfect by me. Do whatever we want to do with it. It's just, I mean, some time ago, I got contacted from the other side of really far from where I live here in Denmark, a weathercast channel that had 2 Amiga 2000 stashed on each other, and on top of that they had a 1960 monitor, and they had an Amiga 500 and a monitor on top of it. A lot of original software, I mean really much software, and some editing cards and all that. It was just stashed. I got one picture, and this guy said, dude, this one, they used it for some weathercast back in the 90s, all these Amigas, and he said, just come and pick them up. And I said, and he said, just give me whatever you want, pick them up, we don't want them here. You know, they're just collecting dust. Well, I said I didn't have the time, if you could wait a couple of weeks, and he said no, he wants them gone now. And I said I don't have the time. Put them on the Danish Craigslist, they will get sold really fast. He said alright, he will find out what he's gonna do with them. And I said okay. 2-3 weeks went by. One of my friends, he told me that he should, through his work, drive that way. And I said to him, dude, can you pick up a lot of Amiga stuff? And he said, yeah, sure, just give me the address, I'll do it. And I said, all right. So I called this weather station guy 2-3 weeks later, guys. And I said, do you remember me about the Amigas? And he said, yeah, he remembers. And I said, well, how much do you want for it? I can just transfer the money because our friend is on his way. And he said, oh, they're gone. Okay, well, I said, all right, well, thank you for contacting me and congratulations with the sale. Have a nice day. And he said, no, they're not sold. I just threw everything out. I was like, yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, turning down donations, they got thrown out. I mean, people won't even put them on for sale, these old Amigas. I mean, they watch me because they watch something, and then YouTube algorithm shows me here in Denmark and they get in contact with me. And if I say no, I didn't even say no, I said put them on sale, they will get sold really fast. And he just threw everything out. I mean, I still have the picture of it. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of Amiga stuff, guys. All the, you know, those, there were some boxes with toasters and, yeah, I don't have knowledge about all that, but it could be fun to show to you guys. I don't have stuff like that on my channel, but it's just so sad to see. But yeah, that's why I am not making thank you for donation videos anymore. And I hope this was explanation enough, because as I said minutes ago, if you're still on, if you're still watching, then you're close to me on this. My channel is a really small channel, but it's really personal channel. I know a lot of you viewers. I just love that aspect of it. So I want to say I hope you enjoyed this ultimate tournament Iron Fist Amiga 4000 video. We watched a lot of Amiga stuff. I'm tired. I need a beer and I have to relax now because yeah, there's just nothing more to say, guys. Until next time, enjoy your Amigas, and if someone wants to donate you something, just pick them up, or else they will just be thrown out. These small gems, they need our love, guys. Have a great day. Bye.